Hi, my name is Jackie and I have a small business called Dunnet Bay Gifts, and in that business I do a lot of sewing and I do a lot of embroidery and personal gifts, and I just make to order, and I have the futura, Singer Futura 420 XL, and there's not a lot of videos out there on the internet to show you how to work it. I've had it for just over a year. A lot of things I'm still learning on it, but I've had a few people ask if I could do a small video on it. So yeah, I'll give it a go. So here goes. I haven't got a stand for my phone, so I do apologise. I've had to rig something up. But this is my machine, and yeah, it's a fine machine. Hope you can see it there. And I work it. It has to be worked with a computer as well, so I use it on the computer here. So I'll show you how to do that. It actually came with the CD, and but I didn't really kind of think much of it. So I had a look around, and other people were putting up things about the other Singer one, and I actually managed to get this one, and it's a lot better. There's a lot more in it that you can do. I've not looked at it, and I've not tried a lot of the stuff it's on it, but it ends up coming up with can you see that? It's not very good because I haven't got a proper stand for my phone. But yeah, this is quite good. You can actually go up here, and it comes out with all this here. And then I actually have I have all my stuff on a stick, because it was all over my computer and I had to sort it. So then a lot of the my phone just fell. A lot of my designs I buy on Etsy, and because once you buy it, you've got it, then you can use it as many times as you want. And a lot of the designs is only about £3 for the most I try to spend. And you can do a lot on here. It's difficult to make your own on this. I've not worked out how to make your own again with that CD. This one here, that you can, I think, try to make your own, but I haven't really had much time, and my brain's not getting around things just now. But yeah, so the other thing, going back to the computer, going back to my embroidery machine, when I first started with it, it worked okay, but I wasn't happy with some of the stitches, and some of the things I just felt it wasn't stitching it properly. And then I had a look at it, and I discovered that the bobbin casing, all you sewers will know this as well, that work with a sewing machine will know this, because there's sewing machines that's got bobbins too. Your bobbin casing, can you see that there? There is a couple of screws on the side here. If you take this out, hold on, I'll take it out for you. In fact, for those who are new to sewing and not 100% sure of the bits and pieces in your sewing machine, this here is a plate, and there's two wee screws on it, and you have to unscrew them, and you get a wee tool that comes with it to unscrew. So I've just unscrewed, and I'm just going to take these out. Can you see? Sorry if you cannot see very well. It's just because I haven't got a stand for my phone, it's hard getting my phone to, or my camera to show. So this then comes out, and you're left with this. Now, a lot is as well, if you're new beginners, you should do this quite regularly. And your bobbin casing comes out just, oh, sorry about this, where is it? Comes out just like that. And in here there can be an awful lot of stir and dust, see, and that needs to be cleaned as well, because if that's not cleaned, your bobbin casing will not grip properly and it slides. But yeah, on this there's 2 wee screws, and I found that this screw, this one here, that there's a wee notch here that's for the thread on your bobbin, that was loose. And if you put your bobbin in here and you pull on your thread and it comes out quite the thing, it's too loose. So I had to tighten that up. And again, I haven't done that for nearly a year. And I've just been doing a couple of orders over the last couple of days, and my stitching has not been right again. And I took this out yesterday, and that screw had worked itself loose again. So I tightened it up, and as I'm tightening it, I'm pulling on the thread to see what it's like. If it's too slack, if it's easy just to come, it's too slack. And then if there's a slight pull on it, it's fine. And that's what I ended up doing yesterday, and it worked. That's what I needed. I needed a good tightening up again. And you should oil all these things as well. I find the easiest thing to do is when I need to get in about all these bits and pieces, is I use a small paintbrush and I put a drop of oil on it, and I use this and I put oil on it, and then I kind of go in about all the bits and pieces that's needed oiled. You can see a lot of stir and dust in here. By the way, you should have your machine switched off for this, but anyway, so let me get the bobbin back in and I'll get back to you. Actually, I should show you how to put the bobbin back in, because when I first bought my sewing machine, but nearly 40 years ago, I struggled to put a bobbin back in. If you look at the bobbin, you can see, where are we? You can see the screws, and there's just this wee bit here. Where are we again? There's a wee notch here, and that goes with that bit there. So you slide it in, and you make sure I couldn't get it in with the one hand. I'm trying for you to see while I'm doing this. I don't know if you're seeing it. There, it's in. No, it's not. That's it. See how this bit here is, that's where your bobbin needs to be, your bobbin casing needs to be, is against there. Okay, so I'll get back to you when I've screwed it in. Now, that's me screwed it back on, and I'm just going to put the bobbin back in it. And see how it hooks round that, and up there, and round, and there. And that's how you sort the bobbin. I have a design on the computer just now, this one here, because I've got an order to finish. So let me get I've got my towel already here, and it's got, what I do is I use A4 piece of paper, and then I put my tearaway between. It just saves you using wasting an awful lot of your tearaway as well, especially if it's not a big design you're doing. And then I have what's called here is a dissolvable stabilizer that keeps down anything that's got a bit of a pile in it. Towels, I use it for my hats as well, for the fleece, and lots of other things. I'll use it for babies' blankets. Again, if it's got quite a fluffiness, and even teddies as well. teddies. You can use the dissolvable tearaway. So yeah, so let me get this onto the machine. Okay, so this is me got it on the machine. My one, it has a bit that slides in here right the way up. It actually comes with 3 different sizes of hoops. I'm terrible at sizes, so it comes with this one here. I can't mind the size of it, and then it comes with it's a 4x6, I think it is, this one, and it comes with an everlasting hoop as well. That it just means that you can, it's if I can find it, this kind of a hoop. I've never used it, but you put it on and test that, so you can keep it on your machine and you can just move your fabric. You can do your design, lift this up and move your fabric to do the next bit, and it can go on and on and on, especially if you're going to do quilts. I think it'd be quite good for that, but I've not tried it. But yeah, so I'll get at this and I'll get back to you. So okay, so this is my first colour of thread and it's blue. Can't mind what site I got. It was a site on eBay. I buy all my threads on eBay, and I'm just threading up the machine and starting off this design. Now a friend has asked me as well, who's just new to this embroidery too, what settings I have in my machine. She has a different, I can't mind the name of the sewing machine, the embroidery machine that she's got, but it doesn't work with a computer. It has a stick that you put into a computer, and it's completely different. Her settings is all different, but my settings is on E stands for embroidery, and I just have it, I would say maybe 3.5. I have it here. So yeah, let me shift this. So that's the design that I'm doing, and I've got my thread already. And now let me move that. I go to what looks like a wee sewing machine here. I go to that and this comes up. So it says send the block. So this is your first. Down here it gives you your whole line. This is a sequence 1 to 11 that it goes through. Can you see that? So here I go and I press this, and when I do this it sends it to the machine. And the machine then gets ready and it's telling me to start. So when I do that, it should start. And that's it started. So I usually do that and I'll stop and I'll cut my tails. So I'll not hang you over this. I'll get back to you in a wee minute when it's further along. So you can see that all it's doing is just filling in the shape just now, and then once it's all filled in it goes back over it and it adds a lot more in depth to it. Another thing as well that I've noticed that sometimes my thread can get stuck, so you've got to be kind of careful with it here. And I also have this as well. It was on a proper stand, but as you can see I haven't got much room at the back, so I have it on a stand here which leads down. I just have my glass for my small threads it sits in, and then my big ones just sit here when I'm using them. But the other thing I've noticed as well a couple of times is when I'm threading this machine, sometimes when my lever at the back goes down, my thread can still pull. It means that there's discs in here that your thread goes between, and if it doesn't catch in there properly when you put the lever down at the back, it will just pull through. If it has caught properly in the the discs here, there's a strain when you pull your thread, so then you know that it's threaded properly. And I was saying about how the bobbin casing was a bit slack. I noticed when that happens as well, that sometimes the threads of your bobbin would come up on top more than your actual colour that you're wanting. So as soon as I fixed that thread yesterday, it made a big difference to the bobbin colour not coming up onto the top and overtaking the actual colour that I'm wanting on it. So that did help. So yeah, so that was it. So as you can see now that it's starting to fill in now. And yeah, it's made a big difference. This was, I showed you a fleecy hat. This is a fleecy hat. It's got the pattern that I'm doing just now on it. And I make these as well, and I do t-shirts as well, children's t-shirts with my cricket. And yeah, I just enjoy doing a lot of bits and pieces in my shed. So yeah, if you're wanting to see me making any more videos, do subscribe, and yeah, let me know. I'll get back to you on this. I'll put a picture up at the end of how this turned out. Okay, in fact, I'll not put another picture. I'll not wait, because this is going to take over an hour. But yeah, this is it that I did on the towel and on the hat. So yeah, as I say, if you want to see any more videos, message me. You can message me on Facebook at Dunnet Bay Gifts. And yeah, if you want to see me make any more or try and help you with anything that's going on, yeah, and subscribe. So thanks very much for watching. Bye.